largest earthen dams in the world. Let's hope it doesn't break today because they're already giving us 2,800 cubic feet per second of water for a raging ride down the Upper Gauley River. On behalf of Appalachian Law and Waters, we'd like to welcome you to the Upper Gauley. Right now you're looking at a tube that's the same size as the 3 tubes coming out of the dam. They got 3 of these, all open all the way, with water gushing out, and we're going to take a look at those next. People on our 9:45 trip looking just a little nervous. I asked them what the name of the group is and they said Charred Remains. They should be providing with some entertainment for those kind of comments. We'll see you guys down at First Rapids. Remember to fall out.
Here we go. Alright, okay, we're done. Wait.
Their guide looking a little hesitant.
No, we're ready to roll.
Get your face wet and get a little taste of what you're going to be seeing for the rest of the day. Our 9:45 trip ought to be arriving here momentarily and we'll see how they do. Good luck. Alright, here comes our first raft from the 9:45 trip. It looks like Mike and his crew doing a fine job getting initiated here at the first rapid. Good job. Hot on their heels is Yancey and his crew, busting through that wave train, paddling nice and hard and getting warmed up for the big stuff. Oh, that's Ann Getty. Next up, this is definitely Yancey and his crew. They come on down, busting through those waves, looking pretty good. Everyone paddling hard. Get those people in the front nice and wet. Good job, Yancey. Hot on his heels, our next crew, this would be Shag. Got everyone in there paddling hard, also getting those people in the front wet, ready for the big stuff. Last but not least would be our trip leader, Melody, and her crew, crashing down through those waves. Not doing a lot of paddling there. This is too easy for these people. They're not going to paddle yet. That's going to wrap things up here at Initiation Rapid, and I'm going to head on downstream. See you there. Good luck. Be careful and paddle hard. And here we are at Insignificant 1, our first very large rapid of the day. It's a very long rapid with lots of big hydraulics and waves just waiting to knock you out of your raft. Here we have some people showing us how to do it right now. Our 9:45 trip is somewhere off in the distance up there. They should be headed down left the six-track rock, I believe. Looks like everyone else has made it down through there, and they're headed downstream towards the third part of Lost Battle. Leader and his crew going left the six-track rock. That's going to just about wrap things up here for the double overnight trip. We'll see them next down at Sweet Falls. Good luck, guys. Don't hit each other rock. It's ugly. Upper Gauley. happens to hit it. 10:30 trip is upstream up there, and they should be coming down here shortly to run Sweet Falls. Good luck. Meanwhile, just after Sweet Falls is a rock known as Posted Jew. If you hit it, like these people, your raft can flip over. Amazingly, these folks are going to drag the raft up on the rock and provide lots of entertainment for us videographers. Alrighty, just about to drop here and leading the 10:30 troop is Brent and his crew lining up for the big hit here at Sweet Falls. Everyone's got to hold on. Looks like they have a really nice hit. They glide over smoothly. Good job from these folks. Now what they want to do is some freening back paddling to make sure they don't run into Posted Jew rock and end up flipping over. Looks like it's no problem for Brent and his crew. Meanwhile, back upstream, our next boat is quickly approaching the drop. This Drifty Wally and his crew looking pretty excited, holding their paddles up in the air. Nice hit from them. They dip down kind of deep, knocks them around a little bit, but otherwise very smooth ride. Now they're going to do that back paddling and try to avoid Posted Jew rock. Looks like they're going to catch just a little bit of it. They might want to do a little high siding to take on a little water, but they have a good run. Meanwhile, back upstream, let's see who's left up there. Here comes somebody in a canoe. Check them out and watch them run Sweet Falls. It's pretty difficult to keep a big canoe like that upright as you're coming over Sweet Falls. Let's see if he can do it. Nice job. All right. Well, the next draft should be down here momentarily. We'll check back. All right, here they come. This is Alan and his brave old crew lining up for the drop here. Doing a little last-minute back paddling. They want to make sure not to hit the ejector rock. Going a little bit sideways, but it looks like they're in a good spot there. They hit real nice and smoothly. They're doing a good job. Now they need to start doing that back paddling. Instead of going to the right of Posted Jew rock, they're going to swing over into this eddy here. And the way they're going to get out of here is going to have to come up towards me and get out around Posted Jew rock. Not sure what profanity people just used, but hopefully the audio didn't pick it up. At any rate, if they don't manage to make it around Posted Jew rock, they're going to end up going into this spot known as the box, and they will get box possibly flip their route. Let's see if they can make it out of here today. They're lining up and do some paddling. We'll check back here once things get going. Okay, this is a delicate moment for Alan and his crew. They must line up pretty good for this. Not sure how serious these people are about this little run here. This guy doesn't look too serious. Alan's explaining what to do, and we'll check back here once they get rolling once again.
Easy, just keep it together.
Okay. Back left now, folks. All right, Alan's peeling up here with his crew. We're going to do this ferry pretty easily, I believe. And they shouldn't have any trouble missing Posted Jew rock. Nice job. Real smooth ferry for Alan and his crew. Well, 10:30 trip is going to head over there on the shoreline and grab a little of our gourmet lunch. What we're going to do here with video camera is hang out and wait for some carnage. Hopefully some rafts will get hammered here at Sweet Falls for your entertainment. These guys going a little bit far right here at Sweets. Looks like I got a nice thump as they landed. No one fell out, but they probably did a little head butting. Alright, we got a little boat up here known as a C2. We got a couple guys in here kneeling together in this boat. I guess they trust each other pretty good. They're going to line up here for the drop. Looks like they're going to have a pretty good hit. Oh, there they are. They flip over. Now they're going to work together and get this thing up. Well, we're going to wrap things up here on this side of Sweet Falls and head on over to lunch with 10:30 trip. See you over there.
I miss Jack at Lost Valley. Man, I almost got rid of it for that. That sounds good right now.
And here we are all too excited. One spot. Got some people like this man hanging out. How's your food there, pal?
It's warm.
Good. And then we have some other people hanging out here. They've done all the big rapids and they're looking relatively calm after their exciting run here in the Upper Valley. This guy got his raincoat on. Good thing. It's been raining most of the day.
Yeah.
That's where you keep it.
There we got some people hanging out. I didn't know we had any kids on the trip. He must have snuck on here. We're going to have to check our ID. Well, lunch is definitely proving to be all too exciting here at Sweet Falls. So what we're going to do is cut to the footage from our other videographer and see what our 945 and double upper trip did here at Sweet Falls.
for that flattering introduction. Here we are at Sweet Falls, waiting on the 9:45 and 10:30 trips, as well as the second run of the double run, whenever they may come through. And here we have a boat coming up against postage due. It looks like he's going to take the pin, definitely. Oh, he's high-siding those folks. We got another boat coming in on top of him. Looks like that one's going to miss him. But, people washing out into the room of doom over here on the left. Into the slot go. Woo, yeah, man, we're talking about some serious swimmers. These other guys are still trying to climb on top of the rock. Yeah, give that person a neoprene wedgie there. Woo, yeah. That's some serious pinnage there. That boat is pinned with a vengeance. It's not showing any signs of coming off anytime soon. And one person got up, we got the one person still left.
She can do it. She can do it. Pull hard.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be able to get that person up. Yeah, there you go. All right. Now what are you going to do about the boat?
Okay. Got her up there.
Well, that's a wrap. But thank goodness for self-failing technology. Self-failers don't wrap too well, and once you get the weight out of them, they do tend to come up. If that had been a non-bailing boat, that boat would have been there for days. They're trying to get it up on top of the rock, having a little difficulty. And it looks like they're going to try to feed it through the room. And they may be successful in that. They'll have to jump back in pretty quick once they get it around the corner there.
Got a couple of engineers up in it.
And they're over there. And folks jumping into the raft. It looks like they're going to make a full recovery without much difficulty. Whoa, and now we've got the Upper Gauley Swimming Assault Team. These guys are swimming voluntarily into the Room of Doom, taking the close run near the rock there. The idea here is to get around the edge of that rock and out that way. You don't want to go out over here in the rocks. Whoa, these guys can come really close to the ejector rock. In fact, that the hard diagonal wave knocks them over. Dump trucks, most of the people out. That's a full house, folks. And here we have Howard coming in to do a little booth move up sweeps. Looking sweet. And now at the top of the drop, we've got our 9:45 trip coming in. It looks to be Yancey and crew in the lead. Coming right down the center of the drop. Another boat right behind him. I believe that's Ann and crew. Hard to say. Looks like they're going to be pretty close to ejector. Whoa, close enough to kind of bobble the boat around a little bit when it hits the hard diagonal coming off of ejector. But they managed to pull it out. Meanwhile, Ann and crew right behind them, right on the sweet spot. They're going to take a big chunk of that diagonal too. Not quite as big as Yancey and crew. And they've got everything together as they line up right above postage due there. Driving to the right. Looks like both boats get away from it with no difficulties. And back upstream, our next boat now, coming into the drop. Looking good. These guys are right on top of things. They hit the sweet spot dead on and drive on through the diagonal wave with no difficulty at all. It looks like Mike Hunt and crew backing it up and making it look good. Getting away from postage due. They're going to cut it a little close. They might touch a little piece of that rock, but basically they're in good shape. Back up top, what's this? I don't think that's one of our boats. They're fighting to get away from ejector, and they make it. Down here, we've got a boat in the box canyon having some difficulty just as our next boat is coming into the drop. And who's that up there? Well, if I had to guess, I'd say that's Shag and crew making the big drop. Man, they're getting knocked around just a little bit. All right, they're right on top of things, so everybody stands up still in the boat. It looks like that boat made it out of the Rim of Doom without too much difficulty. Shag and crew might touch a little piece of postage due. They high side, though, and pull right off to the side of it without any difficulty. And last, but certainly not least, it's Melody and crew up at the top of the drop. Coming in, looking for the good line here at Sweets. Our fearless trip leader and her fearless crew now coming into the drop. Right on the tail of that kayaker there. They're looking like they've got things pretty well squared away, hitting the tongue. They make that sweet spot. I tell you what, when you hit it right on the sweet spot like that, it's so easy a hit. A lot of times people look back at you and say, well, you know, what were we having on there? That didn't feel like much. It seemed like no problem. Whoa, back up here. These guys look like they might be having a problem. Whoa, almost. And these guys are definitely going to hit the ejector rock hardcore. They plowed right over it. Man, that was violent. Woo, man, you got swimmers everywhere. These guys over here are going to hit the eddy line and go down. I expect this guy to disappear any moment. There he goes. That eddy line will pull you over sometimes. Folks down here watching into the Room of Doom. Oh, this is ugly. Ropes thrown all over the place. Looks like they got that guy. Whoa, but the swimmers clinging to this raft may actually pull it into the room. They're backing it away, trying to stay out of the room. We'll see how it goes. Whoa, more difficulties as the raft comes in and crushes the swimmers between their boats. Oh man, this is ugly. Whoa, these guys are going for the hard slam. Ooh, lost one of their folks. There he is. And back up top now. It's the double run coming in on their second run. That looks like Zach and crew. It looks like they've got things pretty well in hand. Taking on Sweets Falls for the second time today, and they're right on top of it. Yep, these guys are old hats at this sucker by now. And driving hard to get into the safety eddy on river left of the Rumadoom. Looks like they make it with no difficulty whatsoever. That little go for it boat there, the Adventurer. And back up here, looks like another go for it boat, or second boat in on the double run. For this be, looks to be Greg Cook and crew. And it looks like they've got everything well in hand. They don't have any worries. They trust their guide implicitly, and it looks like he knows right where that sweet spot is. Gets a little water in their faces, but that's about all. Right on top of the drop, they backed away from postage due with great enthusiasm, and it looks like they've got things pretty well taken care of and are ready to head in and have some lunch. Meanwhile, back up here, our third boat in. Whoa, taking a big hit. Looks like Rob and crew. Definitely getting some impact off the bottom of that drop there. You catch a little bit of the diagonal wave there coming off the ejector rock, but they don't have any worries. Everybody's still in the boat. Everybody's still smiling and paddling. Meanwhile, back up top, we've got our fourth boat coming in. And who could this be? Well, if I had to guess, and once again, I do. I would guess that is George Ulrich and crew. George and crew now coming in, looking for the good drop there, right on the tongue. Kaboom! They take a nice hit on the diagonal wave. It knocks a couple of people to the floor. They get right back up and start paddling again, which is what you need. If you're going to go down the upper Gauley, you need to be able to be responsive. You get knocked down, you need to get right back up again and get right about it so that you can maneuver away from any hazards that might be coming up. Meanwhile, back up top, our last boat on the double run. And who could this be? Looks to be Jeff Fleener and crew. Coming in, they've got a good line right down the center of that highway, looking for the good run on the tongue. They get a little spray there in the face, a couple of people get knocked about, but they get right back to things and start hauling all back to get away from postage due. Good job, guys, way to go. And Zach and crew now coming back up in the eddy to ferry across in front of postage due. It's a tricky move here. You catch too much of the current as you come across, and you'll end up as a stamp on postage due. Looks like they are going to catch a little piece of it, but not too much, nothing to worry about, definitely. And these guys are now ready to cruise on up and enjoy a little of our riverside lunch in the best seat in the house for Sweet Falls. That's grilled chicken breasts and spare ribs. Meanwhile, back here, it looks like Mike Nicholson with the overnight trip cruising in, making a good run of it. All right, way to go, guys. Nice job. Backing it away from postage due. They want to stay away from that, and they're not going to have any difficulties there. And Jim Ashley coming in. I'm not sure if it's the overnight or the 10:30. Actually, I think it may be the 10:30. It looks like they've got a pretty good line right down the center of the drop. No problems there. These guys have definitely got they've got their coordination together. They're paddling as a team, making it work. Way to go, guys. And Jed and crew coming in. Yeah, I believe this is the overnight trip here. It looks like these guys aren't having any... Well, wait, I might have to take that back. Whoa, they get way over towards the diagonal there. It looks like Jed's going to take a little swim. That's all right. He'll get back pretty quick. Someone extends him, not really a T-grip, but a piece of the paddle. He's going to get back to the boat. Whoa, they might have some difficulty, though. They're going to spin off the postage due and go into the room. And, oh, he climbed under the boat to get out of there so that he wouldn't go into the room in front of his boat. It's probably a good idea so he doesn't get crushed between the boat and the rock. Whoa, looks like these guys could be in some difficulty. Getting, oh no, they're going to wash right on through there. They're good. Way to go, Jed and crew. Especially Jed's crew, soloing it through the room of doom like that. Well, that's going to about wrap it up here at Sweets Falls. My name is Hanley Lawler, and on behalf of myself and Kelly and all the guides, cooks, reservationists, store people, bus drivers, etc. that help make your trip happen today, I'd like to say thank you very much for coming along, and we certainly hope to see you again soon. But until that time comes, we'll be looking for you on the creek.